50th wedding anniversary. It is amazing that he looks so energetic after all these years. I am happily joining my grandparents' golden anniversary. I arrived early to discover they had prepared a special gift for all guests. You're taking pictures with your friends at the party. You open the album years later to find these precious memories preserved. You're writing down and planning something for the anniversary party. He grew up to become an excellent event planner like his father. She's dancing gracefully at her grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary. She practiced for weeks only to perform perfectly on the special day. John is giving a speech for his grandparents' 50th anniversary. He prepared for days only to feel nervous when he stood on the stage. Michelle is preparing a special surprise for her grandparents. She worked secretly for months, never to reveal her plans until the party. We are congratulating them on their 50th wedding anniversary. To see their happy faces, you would understand the power of true love. They're hugging each other and looking back joyfully. To hear their love story, you'd be inspired by their commitment. It is incredibly rare to celebrate a 50th wedding anniversary. Many couples separate early in marriage never to experience such a milestone. Fortunately, the photographer knows many healthy plant foods to eat. These vegetables are easy to prepare and delicious to taste. I am holding a plate with fruits and vegetables. I am happy to share these healthy methods with everyone. You're looking at someone who is asking why you don't eat meat. This question is difficult to answer without proper preparation. He's telling us why he doesn't eat meat. His reasons are interesting to hear and easy to understand. She is showing her interest in his vegetarian dinner idea. Vegetarian recipes are fun to try and simple to follow. John is inviting his friends to the vegetarian restaurant. The place is comfortable to visit and famous for its delicious food. Michelle is taking a picture of the vegetarian dishes. The collard salad is beautiful to photograph from different angles. We are enjoying a variety of fresh vegetarian dishes. Plant-based meals are healthy to eat and good to share with friends. They are paying close attention to the vegetarian recipe. They are eager to learn and ready to try new cooking methods. It is delightful to have such wonderful vegetarian dishes. Everyone is likely to become more interested in plant-based food. And don't forget your camera when you go on vacation. You're lucky enough to visit beautiful places that deserve photos. I don't want to carry my DSLR because it is too heavy. It's too bulky to fit in my small travel bag. You're holding both your DSLR camera and your phone. This equipment is so heavy as to make your arms tired after a while. He is enjoying taking pictures of nature during his vacation. He is skilled enough to catch amazing wildlife shots. She is sharing beautiful animal pictures with me. The photos are good enough to be published in a magazine. John is recommending using a small tripod for better shots. The device is light enough to carry, but sturdy enough to hold your camera. Michelle is taking amazing sunset photos. She is too focused on her photography to notice the mosquitoes around her. We are comparing DSLR photos and phone photos. The difference is too obvious for us to ignore the superior quality. They said enjoying the moment matters more. Sometimes people are too busy taking pictures to never experience the event, to actually experience the event. It is worthwhile to carry a heavy camera after all. Are you so dedicated as to carry this equipment for a 10-mile hike? I know that there is a special way to buy a really big camera bag really fast. The online store is so well known as to need no recommendation from professionals. I am looking for a good camera bag with a waterproof feature. To tell the truth, I already damaged one camera due to rain. You want it to be made with lightweight and durable materials. To make matters worse, the light ones are usually expensive. He searched online for the best camera bags. He found great design, not to mention excellent prices. She recommended her camera bag she uses. It is practical, not to say perfect for travel photography. John showed his new waterproof camera bag. To begin with, it has many pockets for small accessories. Michelle thinks carrying less equipment is better. To be honest, I agree with her about traveling light. We visited 3 different stores yesterday. To put it simply, none of them had what we were looking for. They don't understand why photographers need to carry so much equipment everywhere. Needless to say, good photos require the right tools. It is worth investing in a quality camera bag. Choosing the right one, you protect your expensive tools for years. Grandpa can type faster than anyone else in the room. Using his old typing techniques, he surprises everyone with his speed. I go to the community center to learn new skills. Entering the classroom, I always greet the teacher with respect. You were surprised when I type faster than the young students. Watching my fingers move, you couldn't believe your eyes. He practices typing every 2 minutes. 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 He practices typing every 2 min He practiced typing every day at home to improve his speed. He types sitting at his desk. He types for at least 1 hour every evening. She asked me how I became the fastest typist in our class. Wondering about my secret, she wanted to learn my techniques. John gave me a special certificate for my typing speed. Smiling proudly, he handed me the award in front of everyone. Michelle wants to learn typing from me. Seeing my skills, she asked me regular lessons. We listened carefully when grandfather told us the story. Leaning forward, we caught every word of his amazing tale. They get inspired to learn new skills. Watching the expert perform, they decided to practice harder. It's not about talent, but consistency and hard work. Having natural ability, you still need to practice regularly. Put a first class stamp on the envelope to send it. Looking at the weight chart, you will need 2 stamps for your package. I used to send letters by first class airmail, but not anymore. Considering the high cost, I now use regular mail for most correspondence. You should use express mail if you want your package to arrive quickly. Not knowing the exact delivery time, many people choose this option. He sends packages through USPS, UPS, and FedEx. Having many shipping options, he always finds the best price for each delivery. She put a fragile sticker on the box. Hoping to prevent damage, she also wrapped it carefully with bubble wrap. John sent a letter to his friend in Japan with delivery confirmation. Worrying about international mail reliability, John paid extra for tracking service. Bishop prefers sending emails instead of real letters. Having used both methods for years, she finds digital communication more convenient. We use military mail to contact family in the military. Delivered securely, these letters provide important connection for service members. They often use video calls, not overseas letters. Having tried the traditional mail before, they found it too slow for regular communication. It seems that virtual reality meetings will replace the physical meal completely. Having seen the technique develop rapidly, experts predict traditional meals decline. I need a stool while I am working in the kitchen. Not having enough counter space, I need somewhere to sit while cooking. I heard bars use stools without backs. Designed for casual seating, these stools save space in crowded areas. You can find many stools in my kitchen. Used daily by everyone, they have become an essential part of our home. He is sitting on a small examination chair when the doctor is examining him. Having been told to sit still, he waits patiently for a checkup. She prefers using a stool when she does her makeup. A practical person, she chooses comfort over styles. John is sitting on a stool when working in the garden. Tired of bending over, he finds it easier for his back. Michelle bought 3 colorful stools. The price being reasonable, she decided to buy one for each child. We use stools in our art class room. The seats, adjusted properly, provide perfect height for the drawing tables. They placed stools instead of chairs. The room being quite small, stools were more suitable than regular chairs. It is interesting to know how a stool is useful everywhere. All things considered, a good stool is one of the most versatile furniture pieces. He stood there with a fruit basket. He stood there, held the fruit basket during the photo, but didn't complain. He held the fruit basket during the photo, but he didn't complain. There being so many people at the event, he had no choice but to wait patiently. I really love reading books when I have free time. I'm going to visit the library this weekend, time permitting. You always say that I am a good man, and it means a lot. I try to help others while maintaining a good attitude. He enjoys making videos with his new camera. Once purchased, his camera became his favorite possession. She runs around the park lake every morning. When measured precisely, the lake path is exactly 5 kilometers long. John is playing guitar in his band. When performing live, it is important to connect with the audience. Michelle loves traveling to Asian countries. Generally speaking, she prefers destinations with rich cultural history. We often go mountain biking together. To be honest, these This activity requires more strength than most people realize. They believe hobbies develop well-rounded teenagers. Speaking of hobbies, music and sports are especially beneficial. It is clear we enjoy many activities. Judging from our schedule, we need more free time for relaxation. If the dog is sleeping or eating, leave him alone. Dogs can be aggressive with strangers approaching them during meals. I received a beautiful fruit basket this morning. I took a photo with all the fruits arranged nicely in the basket. You believe that eating an apple a day can keep the doctor away. Many people stay healthy with this advice followed regularly in their diet. He always washes fruits carefully. He prepares his lunch with fruits washed and cut into small pieces. She believes the peel contains most of the vitamins. She always eats the apple skin, and she encourages others to do the same. John dreams of owning a fruit farm someday. Work hard towards your goals and you will achieve them eventually. Michelle subscribes to a service that delivers fresh fruits. She received different fruits every week, and it helps her maintain a balanced diet. We should be careful with the sugar content for the people with diabetes. Fruits contain natural sugars, but they are generally healthier than processed sweets. They import many tropical fruits from Asian countries. Exotic fruits are expensive, but they offer unique flavor and nutrients. It is clear that fruits strengthen our immune system. Eat fruits regularly, or you may miss out essential vitamins. You may miss out on essential vitamins. If the dog is sleeping or eating, leave him alone. They may disturb them, and they disturb him, and he may become aggressive. I have a dog that is very loyal to me. Train your dog regularly, or they will develop bad habits. You should know that dogs have a better sense of smell than humans. These skills are very important for them, for dogs use smells to understand their environment. He trains security dogs to protect buildings and people. He never uses harsh methods, nor does he neglect their welfare. She works with guide dogs that help blind people walk safely. She loves her job, for these dogs make a huge difference in people's lives. John uses therapy dogs to help children. Dogs cannot replace professional therapy, nor can they solve all emotional problems. John and Michelle saw dogs searching for drugs at the airport. These animals are both intelligent and hardworking in their duties. We must know that owning a pet comes with many responsibilities. Pet ownership is either a long-term commitment or not worth starting. They complained about the neighbor's dog barking at night. Neither the owner nor the dog responded to their concerns. It is the owner's fault if the dog attacks someone. Dog training depends on both how the owner teach and what methods they use. His condition was neither improving nor worsening at that moment. I watched the patient lie nervously in the sickbed. We should waste neither time nor energy about things we cannot control. You are preparing to give an injection to a young boy. You should not only be gentle but also explain what you are doing. He checked the patient's chart with a serious expression. Medical records are not only important for patients, for treatments, but also essential for legal purposes. She used a shock device to research the patient's heart. The procedure was difficult but necessary to save the patient's life. John hung the IV bag above the hospital bed. The treatment is not only for hydration but also delivering the medication directly into the bloodstream. Michelle is adjusting the height of the hospital bed. Proper positioning is important for patients as well as for nurses' back help. We are monitoring the patient's condition through monitor screen. We need to check blood pressure as well as heart rate regularly. They are checking the patient's condition after surgery. Recovery involves monitoring vital signs, managing pain, and preventing complications. It is important to keep the floor clean for proper hygiene in the hospital. Staff regularly clean surfaces and disinfect equipment to prevent infections. She didn't like the wheelchair, but she had no choice. Accept your situation and focus on what you can do instead. I see a blue wheelchair parked beside the hospital bed. All the wheelchairs provide comfort, durability. Mobility, durability, and independence to users. You are assisting an elderly woman by pushing a wheelchair. Your help can improve her mobility, boost her confidence, and increase her independence. He is receiving a bottle of water from a nurse. To recover quickly and to regain strength, he must stay hydrated. She is pushing his wheelchair because he has a broken leg. The nurse checks his condition and monitors his recovery progress every day. John is making special wheelchairs for children. She designs for comfort and functionality, but not for appearance alone. Michelle is teaching people how to use new wheelchairs. Students must be patient, attentive, and motivated to learn properly. We are visiting the park with our friend who is in a wheelchair. It doesn't matter what disability you have, how old you are, and where you come from. They can access the building without wheelchair ramps. This facility needs to improve accessibility by widening doorways, installing ramps, and removing obstacles. It's crucial to yield to people in wheelchairs when possible. We must make sure both to respect their space and to offer help when needed. This is a doll that walks and talks. You can choose either to play with it or to put it on display. I have a new talking doll that can say 20 different words. Playing with dolls consists not in making them talk, making them talk, but in creating stories with them. You're helping your sister look after her dolls. She takes good care of them, not because they're expensive, but because they are special to her. He's playing with dolls that can walk and talk. Playing with toys not only entertain children but also help develop their imagination. She is asking her doll a question. She believes that the doll understands everything she says. John visits the toy center every Saturday. He has the idea that collecting toys is a worthwhile hobby. Michelle is watching her children playing with small dolls. That they enjoy imaginative play is obvious from their smiles. We are cleaning our toys with special soap and brushes. Mom told us that proper maintenance keep our toys looking new longer. They are observing a high-tech doll. This doll differs from the traditional ones in that it can respond to voice commands. It is amazing how modern dolls can do so many things now. The most interesting discovery is that a small doll can teach children important social skills. I found a gold coin in a flower pot over here. The surprise is that someone must have hidden it there intentionally. I found my old USB drive under the bed last night. I'm wondering whether it still contains my old USB file, my important files. I'm wondering whether it still contains my important files. You're looking at my phone that I found under the sofa. I don't know if someone dropped it there accidentally. He's looking at an old treasure map that was found yesterday. Whether the map leads to real treasure or not remains a mystery. She found her car keys in the refrigerator this morning. It's unclear whether she put them there herself or someone else did. John found a beautiful shell while walking on the beach. He wants to know if the shell is rare or common. Michelle found her favorite book in the library after searching for weeks. She's still undecided whether to borrow it or buy her own copies. We found a small kitten hiding in our garden. Now we need to decide whether to keep it or find its owner. They found a substantial amount of money in an old jacket. They asked if anyone had claimed the money before. It found its way back home after getting lost in the park. I'm curious if the dog remembers the path it took. Are you sure that the patient can speak now? The hospital belongs to those who believe in caring for patients well. Are you sure that the patient can speak now? I'm wondering whether he can understand what we're saying too. I am sitting next to him and discussing his recovery process. I still don't know when he will be discharged from the hospital. You're telling him that he doesn't need to worry about the project. When do you think he should return to work? He's looking at the nurse dress his broken right arm. A bandage is a treatment whose benefits have proven effective. She is looking at the X-ray results with a smile. The question is where the fracture was originally located. John is getting new medications that can help him heal faster. The doctor explained when he should take each pill. Michelle is using telemedicine for follow-up care. Can you tell us how this system works for patients? We are planning to go on a hiking trip once the situation improves. When do you believe would be best for our trip? They are sitting on a bench and talking about their future plans. Their main concern is that how they will manage their health issues. It is important to eat all the hospital food because your body needs these nutrients. What you eat now will affect your recovery speed. Can you shuffle the cards now? What I like most What's the most important thing in this game is having good luck. I enjoy playing card games with my friends occasionally. What I like best about it is the fun conversations we have. You look weary and sick from all the gambling. Gambling addiction is what destroys people's lives most effectively. He's looking at the wall without focus in the gambling room. Losing money is to gamblers what losing hope is to dreamers. She's showing us an empty wallet. Gambling addiction made what she is today. John is sitting at the dinner table with his family, but he looks very worried about something. His behavior tonight is different from what it usually is. Michelle is witnessing the illegal underground gambling operation. She must report what she sees to the police immediately. We should be protecting young people from gambling. Prevention is to education what medicine is to treatment. They're sitting at the gambling table with their faces ugly and exhausted. Whatever they do cannot change their losses. It can transform from simple recreation into a serious addiction. Whoever starts gambling should know these risks first. May I change the TV channel? Whoever wants to watch can choose program freely. I am watching morning news while having breakfast. Whatever happens in the world should be reported fairly. You're watching an animal documentary on television. You can learn about whichever animal species interests you most. He is watching football games while eating popcorn. He enjoys supporting whichever team plays well today. She enjoys watching current affairs programs on TV. With good information, she can learn whichever topic becomes important. She can understand whichever topic becomes important. John enjoys watching educational programs on TV. This channel gives useful knowledge to whoever watches their shows regularly. Michelle is laughing while watching the entertainment shows. She's so cheerful that she enjoys whatever appears on screen. We are enjoying watching Korean dramas with our friends. All people with good stories can appreciate this show. They often watch movies on TV instead of going to the cinema. Many movies that are shown on TV are quite entertaining. It is fun to watch animated series on television. Most children who watch cartoons regularly develop creative imagination. Did he say anything to the nurse? The hospital belongs to those who believe in caring for patients well. I am talking with a nurse before my doctor's appointment. Preparation is a step which will help you feel confident. You're asking nurse something at the nursing station. Good questions are asked by people whose curiosity leads to better understanding. He checked the condition of the patient who is sitting in a wheelchair. How he recovers depends on his willingness to do physical therapy. She's looking at the X-ray results with a smile. The question is where the fresa was originally located. She's preparing a patient for the upcoming surgery. Never worry about the procedures you don't completely understand beforehand. John is watching the medical nurses who take care of wounded soldiers. A true dedication is serving people in the work in which you believe. Michelle is piloting the medical helicopter as a flight nurse. Every shift do something that will make you a better healthcare professional. We are watching the ambulance nurse who is caring for the patient. Help and care are the two most important actions that a health worker provides. These are the two important actions that define nursing excellence. They are working as laboratory nurses responsible for collecting blood samples. There are moments when accuracy becomes absolutely critical for patient safety. It's a blessing to have nursing home nurses around available here. This community is the perfect place where elderly care becomes most important. What a nice friend you are. I hope we live in a world where a true friendship will be valued and cherished. I have a friend who works as a nurse at a busy local hospital. Healthcare presents many situations where quick decisions must be made carefully. You said your friend is a vet who treats sick animals. The reason why animals trust veterinarian is that they show genuine care. He is a professor who defends doctors in medical malpractice cases. Professional ethics should never influence lawyers who represent their clients effectively. She is a professor who teaches the rules in healthcare. If students want better understanding, they must change the way they study. John is an engineer who designed the new building. The only way architects can improve is through continuous learning and practice. Michelle is a programmer who developed innovative software. When was the last time you developed something completely original yourself? We are visiting our friend who is a fashion designer. Even the clothes I thought were perfect needed final adjustments. They're listening to his testimony at the government hearing. The truth becomes clear at the moment you hear all the evidence. It would be beneficial if you could support arts funding for our organization. Art is the gift everyone gives to future generations through creativity. Make a package for Jimmy to deliver. The most important thing we need to remember is careful handling. I'm getting a mail package containing financial documents. Don't trust companies you haven't researched, but trust companies you know well. You received the item you ordered online. We don't have much money to spend. We don't have unlimited money to spend but only the budget we saved. He's writing down his grandmother's address on the package. Do you remember the day we sent our first package? She is opening her new computer package. One of the reasons people buy new computers is that they want better performance. John is preparing a birthday party package with flowers. Celebration is the moment in which when everyone shows their true happiness. Michelle is getting the ordered farm-fresh vegetables in a custom package. Organic farming is the method by which farmers grow healthy food naturally. We were surprised to receive an official court order package. You may ignore someone with you disagree, but you cannot ignore someone with you work. You may disagree someone with whom you disagree, but you cannot ignore someone with whom you work. They're traveling the country with a tourist package including maps, tickets, and a guidebook. A traveler can enjoy almost any destination for which he has genuine curiosity. It's amazing how a package globally connects people. The amount of mail is growing worldwide that travels between different countries. 724 store. The day will surely come when the workers get proper rest. I am taking a short break. Rest is a necessity required by your body that helps you stay healthy. You should follow 52 work-hour policy. Work-life balance is a goal in modern society toward which everyone should strive. He's working a night shift. You're the only worker I've ever met who never complains about overtime. She noticed his exhausted appearance. There are many signs which show worker fatigue, but which managers often ignore. John is working extra hours. Overtime is a burden that you carry that affects your health negatively. Michelle is looking at the work hour chart and making adjustments. I worry about the employees I see every day working excessive hours. We are discussing better working conditions. This is the only workplace policy I was asked to review that actually protects workers. They are enjoying their break time. I support the manager who I believe was the most understanding leader. It changed his daily routine, including meal times. The schedule we thought was reasonable proved to be too demanding. There is a security guard there, but what good is it? He is a careless, lazy person who I believe needs better training immediately. I see a security guard walking away from his post. I spoke to the manager who didn't seem concerned about the situation. You are upset about the mess you found in the security team. The best approach is to report the problem that improves the overall security team. He fell asleep while monitoring the security cameras. Many guards experience security fatigue syndrome, which has become a serious workplace concern. She's filing security incident reports. Documentation whose importance cannot be overrated helps prevent future security problems. John is suggesting new improved protocol for the whole company. Prevention is better than reaction, which is a principle mentioned in security management. Michelle is watching as they install a security door. This building has many security features, most of which are recently upgraded systems. We are performing a security check at the company. The team identified several security problems, one of which was considered the most urgent priority. They are a new professional security team. The security company to which many businesses turn for protection was established 5 years ago. It is in the lobby that a new security system has been installed. In our building, where security is top priority, you find the latest security technology everywhere. A walkie-talkie is on his belt. The security office is like a communication center where guard supervisors and the emergency team stay connected all the time. I'm getting static on the walkie-talkie. In 2020, our company upgraded the system when we started using the digital communication equipment. You are calling your worker on the walkie-talkie. We scheduled the security check for early morning when the communication signals would be clearest. He is listening to the police scanner. The night shift started at 10 p.m. when the radio traffic was usually heaviest. She is replacing the batteries. When the device stops working, we realize the importance of regular maintenance. John is talking to his team members on the walkie-talkie. We do not appreciate good communication until we face an emergency situation. She is taking an emergency call. True leadership becomes clear when the stress is so much for other people. We are conducting a signal test. While we check the equipment carefully, we discovered hidden safety problems. They are pursuing a suspicious object. Teamwork becomes stronger and more effective when we share more information with each other. It was possible because of high-tech security. It's been about 10 years since our company has installed modern security systems. The cat next to security guard is very cute. A pet is just an animal until you find someone who becomes your companion. I am working at the security control desk and there is a gray cat next to me. You can't understand animal friendship until you spend some time with a pet daily. You are enjoying watching her playful movements. The entertainment becomes unlimited once you start playing with your pet regularly. He's feeding the cat every morning. The guard should check the security camera first before he starts caring for the cat. She is sitting by the entrance. Companionship is what you have created after you give your heart completely. John brought a special treat and is smiling at the cat. As soon as the cat sees the food, she runs towards him immediately. Michelle is touching a cozy cat bed. No sooner had she placed the bed down than the cat jumped in immediately. We noticed the cat looking something strange to her. We had barely opened the door when the cat started meowing outside loudly. They look after the cat. Hardly had the workers finished cleaning than the cat appeared at the entrance again. It has become their daily routine. The moment the cat appeared outside, they stopped working and start smiling at her. As it turns out, the robber used to be a child star. By the time he was 18 years old, he had lost all his fame. I am a famous TV star from classic family television shows. Every time I appear on screen, it brings joy to many families worldwide. You are watching an old film. Please feel free to enjoy watching and enjoy as long as you want. He is playing online gambling games. I think it won't be long before he loses all his money. She easily identifies the child star from her database. Good research skills are better than guessing because they provide accurate information. John is looking up the child star. John is looking up the news article about the child star. It isn't fair to judge celebrities harshly just because they made some mistakes. Michelle is looking into the child star's background. She investigates these cases not because she has to, but because she really cares. We are talking about the child star's dramatic downfall. Since we cannot change the past, let us focus on understanding the present situation. They are investigating any connection to a criminal organization. Since it was a serious criminal incident, all the investigators worked overtime. It rocked the entire entertainment industry. The news has special impact. Now that everyone can see how fame affects people. Money is not everything. Seeing that happiness comes from relationships, you'd better spend time with your loved ones. I am sitting on the couch with my family. I am grateful that I can share some precious memories with the people I love. You are sitting on the ground meditating. I'd rather stay here quietly if you don't mind joining me. He is holding bundles of money in both hands. People rarely find happiness without sharing wealth with others around them. She is watering the plant in her beautiful garden. If you can choose only one hobby, let it be gardening for happiness. Let it be gardening for peace. John is standing before the canvas with a paintbrush. Artistic talent is of no use unless you express it through creative work. Michelle is teaching vocabulary to children voluntarily. Unless we help educate young people, their future opportunities will be very limited. We are enjoying a peaceful evening. In case you want to join us, feel free to come over. Do not hesitate to come over. They are helping an old man at the community center. There are so many ways to make a difference. Supposing you really care about others, it brought them true peace and joy. It doesn't matter how much money you have, provided you live with kindness. Your name tag is your best friend. It doesn't matter how small your name tag is, as long as you wear it proudly. I always wear my name tag at the convention. Although networking events can be challenging, they are also full of great opportunities. You design your name tag. Whether your design is simple or complex, it's better to make it clearly readable. He's pointing at my name tag. Though name tags seem like small details, they are not everything for communication. She is smiling at the customers and wearing a blue name tag. Behind every successful interaction, there is good preparation, though it may be not obvious. John is wearing a name tag decorated with colorful stickers. Even though he uses creative decorations, he cannot make real connections without genuine conversation. Michelle is wearing a special biometric recognition sensor. Even if it's advanced technology, do something personal for those who want human connections. We are offering interpreter services for foreign customers. I'll help every visitor communicate if it takes me the whole day. They are smiling and pointing at each other's name tag. Everyone makes new connections at networking events, whether they feel nervous or confident. It's important to keep your name tag visible to everyone. Simple as your name tag may be, you can't replace your genuine personality with accessories. The police officer caught the thief this morning. Young as the criminal was, he couldn't escape from the police officer. I am reporting a suspicious activity to the police. However small the evidence is, there is no detail like witness testimony. You see the police car in the middle of the road. The police handles traffic control while the detective investigates the crime scene. He is chasing the suspect with the help of a computer. Wherever the suspect tries to hide, he must face justice eventually. She is giving the suspect's description. The identification will be very helpful whichever witness comes forward. John is watching the big billboard on the side road and smiling. Whatever problem you're facing in your neighborhood, don't ever lose hope. Michelle is advocating for neighborhood watch program. The community will be safer after organizing these programs whenever may that happen. We meet on the street for community watch. Wherever we patrol together, it brings a message of security and safety. They're applauding the police officers for ensuring public safety. However difficult the challenge is, the community support will always continue. It is essential to cooperate with the police during investigation. Silence makes communities weaker, while cooperation helps everyone grow beyond individual fear. The store manager didn't know what to do, whereas experience can be gained from training. True leadership must be developed through real situations. I am watching the customers rushing into the store. Prepare the store's layout carefully so that we can handle the morning shopping rush. You are sweating and asking for help. We have many staff members and good teamwork so that we can serve customers twice as efficiently. He is pressing his temples with both hands to remain calm and composed. Think about the solutions and stay focused so that the same stress does not happen again. She is holding a tablet and trying to solve the store's sales problem. I check the sales data regularly so that I can prevent inventory problems and customer complaints. John is holding a laptop with new inventory shortages software. Technology cannot replace human judgment, but always support decision making, as does experience with data. Michelle is coordinating each department's communication. I always keep my phone nearby in case I need to handle urgent store matters. We're conducting a virtual reality installment for data meeting. The presentation was so realistic that everyone couldn't believe it was just a simulation. They are talking about how the manager handled the situation. There are so many management strategies, I don't know which one to choose first. It's essential to stay calm when facing challenges. It was such a stressful situation that I couldn't think clearly for a few minutes. I didn't have the red color tape at the time. The lack of proper supply was entirely my fault, so I'll get them ready right away. I'm looking for the red colored tape in my car. Search for office supplies as you would have others help you find them. I am looking at the supply inventory. As you organize carefully, so shall you find what you need easily. He is holding an alternative to the red tape. He chooses backup supplies as I choose I choose backup supplies as I need them, not as I simply want them. She is buying more red colored tape at a local store. The stores don't always stock items as they are listed online. John is using the AI program to predict supply shortages. We must upgrade our systems regularly, lest we should face serious technical problems. Michelle is using a real-time tracking service. The service looks as if it needs some adjustment soon. We are making a list to prevent it happening again. People are working as if they don't know when the deadline will come. They are working as a team to solve the inventory problem. Just as planning and preparation are essential for success, so good teamwork is necessary for problem solving. It is wise to work together for problem solving. As a well-managed project brings successful results, so cooperation well-managed brings effective solutions. Learning is powerful just the way it should be. I am learning essential subjects like science, math, languages at school. I think of these subjects now as a valuable tool that I can use throughout life. You are writing down key points while listening to your teacher at senior school, but look upon note-taking as an important skill for organizing our thoughts effectively. He is taking online courses from home. Many students have traditionally regarded online learning as a flexible way to gain knowledge. She is getting vocational training to become a skilled electronics technician. The training center views practical skills as essential preparation for future careers. John focuses on teaching character education that values like honesty. We can learn from mistakes in school. It's wrong to blame teachers for every difficulty. Michelle is sitting at her desk in a creative classroom working in her project. Some students criticized for limited creative opportunities and old school methods. Old teaching methods. We are in a digital education class and learning how to use computers. Yesterday, the teacher praised each student for their excellent progress in computer programming skills. They are participating in global education programs. Thank you for participating in our international exchange activities. It's wonderful to see how you can express yourselves in any way you want. Many students substitute their art projects for traditional written reports as an effective way. The teacher will teach you new vocabulary. Fear prevents us from learning the skill that lies beyond our comfort zone. I am in my classroom where my teacher shares valuable knowledge with us. Distractions may keep the students' attention from reaching the important learning content. He believes that learning is a lifelong journey. Do not discourage students from asking questions, even if they seem very simple. She is thinking about how to improve her teaching methods. The school policy deters teachers who work there from using outdated materials because of effectiveness concerns. John regards his mentor as a true master of life. It's important to distinguish good teachers from average ones. Michelle is writing down something to show her respect for her teachers. All the teaching styles looked similar, so I couldn't tell one method from another. We became devoted students who diligently practiced what we learned. Many successful students distinguish important concepts from less important details. They demonstrate remarkable patience when explaining complex concepts to children. Separate the main ideas from the supporting details so the key points can be understood clearly. It takes time to master and subject you learn in school. Poor study habit robbed many students of academic success. The teacher handed her an eraser. Clearing mistakes will relieve you of all the stress of making errors. I want to forget the embarrassing mistake I made. Never deprive yourself of confidence. It might be all you need for success. You should forget the unpleasant memories of that traumatic accident. Never deprive You can be deprived of your peace, comfort, and happiness by painful memories, but no one can ever take away your strength. He desperately needs to delete the painful experience of his serious illness. Medical professionals should clear his mind of negative thoughts and fear for mental recovery. She wants to eliminate all the memories of her ex-boyfriend who betrayed her. After some time using positive thoughts, many people were cured of their heartbreak. John struggles greatly to overcome the negative feelings of regret. His situation reminds me of my own struggles when I was facing difficult times. Michelle regrets the wrong career choice she made years ago. Life experiences inform people of many things, including personal weaknesses, strengths, and opportunities for growth ahead. We should forget hurtful words we said to each other. We will notify everyone of any progress with reconciliation within a few days, excluding personal details. They want to forget the waste time on meaningless activities. I didn't want to accuse them of being lazy, as I know they didn't intend to waste time. It often happens that relationship failure causes emotional pain. Many people fail to convince their friends of their recovery from heartbreak. School janitor bought me a book to learn more about Arabic. Any students owes their language success to dedicated teachers like him. I am cleaning my house every day. The success of a clean home can be attributed to consistent daily habits, not only weekend cleaning. You should manage your workspace more effectively. Experts ascribed his improved productivity to his organized workspace and better time management. He is arranging all his books neatly. His organization system provides him with the ability to find any book within minutes. She is planning to perform regular maintenance on her car. A mechanic supplied the car owner with detailed maintenance instructions and a schedule. John started a new job in maintenance. In environmental maintenance at the local park. This position presents him with valuable experience and knowledge about environmental protection methods. Michelle takes great pride in her facility management job. Working hard every day fills her career with meaningful achievements and personal satisfaction. We purchased new cleaning tools, including a new vacuum cleaner. The training program aims to equip janitors with knowledge necessary for efficient building maintenance. They are diligently cleaning their workplace every day. Do not compare what you accomplish with what other people achieve in their cleaning routine. It feels wonderful to live and work in a clean space. Recent workplace study compared working in organized environments with being in a peaceful, stress-free sanctuary. The boy's parents made him what he is today. Parenting is often compared to building a strong foundation. I am reading a book with my family. Because he was advanced for his age, teachers often mistook my little brother for a gifted student. You are doing your homework and studying for the exam in a library. The library photocopier will give you high quality copies for your research work papers. He's playing soccer with his friends in the park after school. I prefer playing sports outdoors to staying inside watching TV. She plays video games at home. You cannot add more hours to your day, but you can use each one to the fullest. John is riding a bicycle with his friend. Apply all your energy to developing healthy exercise habits in your daily routine. Michelle is playing the piano and singing at the school concert. I'd like to congratulate her on outstanding musical performance tonight. We're admiring the boys' painting in art class. Talented teacher transform simple ideas into beautiful works of art. They found a boy writing stories in his favorite corner at home. Creative writing skills and the passion to tell stories will lead him to success. It's heartwarming to see the boys spending quality time in studying. The desire to learn new skills is as important as the natural talent itself. I found the concert ticket to be very expensive. The price is still high. The price seems still as high as it was around 5 years ago. I bought a concert ticket to see my favorite band perform live. We ought to enjoy live music as naturally as birds sing or flowers bloom. You bought movie tickets for the new movie at a discounted price. If you want to enjoy entertainment, finding good deals is as important as choosing quality shows. He is enjoying watching baseball games and keeps his ticket stubs. Collecting memories is as much a part of being a fan as watching the game. Michelle, she booked train tickets for her weekend trip to the beach. Planning carefully for a short trip isn't as stressful as organizing month-long vacations. John is collecting admission tickets from various museums. Being passionate about what we collect isn't as important as being curious about what we learn. Michelle made the reservation and received her confirmation ticket. There were as many as 50 people waiting in line for restaurant reservations. We found discount tickets that saved us nearly 40% on admission. The entertainment budget is still growing and is expected to reach as much as $500 this month. They won lottery tickets that gave them complimentary tickets to a new movie theater. You get only one chance like this. It's actually your opportunity to enjoy it as thoroughly as possible. It's important to keep your identification ticket handy when attending international events. Being prepared with documents can reduce your stress at security checks as much as arriving early can. The boy keeps his sneakers clean on a daily basis. Good appearance depends not so much on expensive brands, but on your way of taking care of things. I am wearing my favorite sneakers to protect my feet. Comfort is more important than fashion. You should try these exceptionally comfortable running shoes during the marathon. You can achieve better results with proper equipment than with determination alone. He enjoyed playing basketball in his favorite sneakers. The passion for sports is much more difficult to satisfy than the desire for new shoes. She is collecting a variety of colorful sneakers. Because of the popularity of sneaker culture, her collection is growing faster than she had expected. John prefers lightweight sneakers for his daily walk. The comfort of his walking shoes is better than that of his formal dress shoes. Michelle is designing custom sneakers with unique patterns and colors. It's better to have tried something original than never to have tried designing at all. We visited a sneaker exhibition and it was fantastic. The more we learn about sneakers, the more we appreciate their cultural significance. They started a sneaker restoration service. The more they focus on quality work, the easier it is to build customer trust. It is amazing how a sneaker transformed from simple shoes to cultural icons. The more influence fashion has on society, the more creativity the designers should express in their work. They saw the girl dancing in the rain. Her carefree spirit makes us feel younger and younger without worry about social expectations. I remember the pure innocence of my childhood days. You can become more and more grateful for simple moments of happiness through precious memories. You always bring the youthful energy wherever you go. Many artificial attempts at staying young is always less authentic than one genuine smile. He watches his daughter grow with tender emotions. His love for her is superior to anything else in warmth and in depth. She values the friendship bracelets from her school days. She values those memories twice as much as her expensive jewelry from recent years. John is photographing her younger sister's valuable practice. The photo session took only half as long as he had originally planned. Michelle is practicing the piano and Michelle is designing clothes inspired by current fashion trends. Through social media, young designers' ideas spread more than twice as quickly as that of those of established brands. We often remember our favorite girl group from teenage years. Research shows that teenagers who listen to music regularly are twice as likely to be creative as teenagers who don't. They study coming-of-age stories of girls across different cultures. It's undeniable that the essence of girlhood never truly leaves us. The part of our childhood stories that stays hidden in our hearts is about 9 times deeper than the part we openly share. The girl made it a rule to read a book a day. The quantity of the books you read is not more important than their quality. I discovered a whole new universe when I opened a fantasy novel. Reading fiction is now less valuable than studying academic subjects. You recommended that self-improvement book last week and it was fantastic. Taking advice from wise friends is not less valuable than finding solutions alone. He is in the library. He spends hours in the library surrounded by historical books. Young readers are not less curious than older scholars. They're just less experienced. She turns to poetry collection for comfort when things get tough. Too much reading is no less beneficial than too little reading. John began writing his own book after learning storytelling techniques for years. Creativity is no less important to writing than technical knowledge. Michelle organizes a monthly book club where people share diverse cultural perspectives. We can no more understand all cultures perfectly than we can speak every language fluently. We learn more about distant countries from travel memoirs. We should recognize that other cultures' stories is no less important than our own experiences. They strongly argue that textbook should be accessible to all students. Sometimes I buy expensive books, but not more than twice a year. It's amazing how a simple book can change societies. The readers who won library membership must own no fewer than 5 books for qualification. Never have I seen such a pretty radio. Please choose no fewer than 3 books and no more than 5 books for your reading collection, your reading list. I tune into my favorite morning radio show every day. The radio station is no more than 10 minutes drive from my office. You share that heartwarming stories on the late night radio show. For radio stories to be memorable, it must have emotional impact of no less than one personal genuine experience. He collects vintage radios from the 1940s. His oldest radio is from the 1940s and it still looks no more than recently manufactured. She writes scripts for radio dramas that transport listeners to imaginative worlds. A creative writer with a scriptwriter with creative imagination is no less valuable than a professional producer. John discovered his passion for journalism while listening to news broadcasting as a teenager. Radio journalism is the most influential form of news media in many communities. This show hosts a weekly community radio show where local musicians showcase their talent. Her radio program is the most popular show in our neighborhood. They sang old songs together on so many trips. The most treasured of all memories is one with music and friendship. 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 Radio show. Radio show. They restored vintage radios from 1950s. The oldest radio in its collection was the most challenging of all restoration projects. It is remarkable how a radio has survived in the digital age. Modern radio technology combines the most innovative features, broadcasting abilities, and accessibility that have ever been developed.